Hello there. Today's video is on CSS. So I've got a page already built. There it is right there. It's got several paragraphs in it. And I want you to notice the several paragraphs that I have in here because, as you can tell by the numbering scheme, this is Sublime, gives me numbers. It goes from 9 to 10. That means this entire paragraph is on one line as far as Sublime is concerned. The text editor wraps it around the page so I can actually read it all while I'm working on it, but it's one line because it gets one number. That's the way I made it. Even though the browser window shows it on several lines, that's because it's wrapping the text around, and that's what today's video is about formatting of text. So let's go and look at it. We're going to do it on the paragraph, and the tag is, or sorry, the property is white space. I'm not crazy about the name, but I kind of know where it comes from. So white space has the option to do normal, and we'll do a semicolon, save that, refresh. That looks normal, right? But the idea is, let's say I've got a couple extra lines in there, but the HTML, when it's rendered, doesn't care how much white space is in there. By default, I could put all kinds of, blank spaces in there. It doesn't really care. It just puts them all together. So that's the normal setting for HTML to just strip out all the white space and only pay attention to line breaks, things like that. So the next part is to do inherit, which means it'll inherit from whatever its parent item's doing. I don't have anything set on the div that contains these paragraphs, so it'll just be the same thing as normal. The only reason why you use the normal is because if your paragraph's doing something weird and you don't want it to, you can reset back to defaults. Alright, so the next thing is no wrap. Now remember how I said that the paragraph was on one line in the text editor? That's what no wrap means. It means don't wrap it around, just put it back on one line, just like I typed it. So it is not wrapping in the browser window. There's also the option to do pre, which is pre, which makes it work just like the pre tag in HTML. So this one's on one line, but let's go ahead and put it on multiple lines. So here we go. Save that. I've got two blank lines stuck in here, and that's what's going on there, because I have these two blank lines. I can tab it out actually. Let's do that. Let's tab it out like that, and there'll be a bunch of blank space in front of it like that, as you can see. And it's just like the pre-tag in HTML, except this is a CSS property. There's also pre-line, which it respects my enters. So my returns, it put a return here and put a return there, so there's that blank line just because there's a return there, but it ignores all of this blank space that I put in front of it. And that's what pre-line does. It respects my line breaks, but strips out all the unneeded white space, which white space would wind up being all of these blanks. And then there's pre-wrap, which will put the white space back in and wrap the text around the browser window, so it's not long like it was before. So there you go. Let's put it back to normal so you can see what normal actually does, because it doesn't matter how much white space is in there. The browser window will strip it out, and it will also strip out this extra line as well. So there's normal, and all of this works a lot like the pre-tag in HTML. So there you go. There's the white space property in CSS, and hopefully you'll get to play with this, and thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the experience of this tutorial, why not share it with your friends?